Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the top two stocks that all of you should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. One for the longs and one for the shorts. Right after the intro. Alright, y'all, before we begin again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's get started right off the bat. The SPY is still choppy on the way up. Again, the trend is still up as I've been talking about throughout the past few videos. We got all the way up to 47.40 and we experienced a little bit of, it was a violent turbulence in midday and a nasty pullback, which was kind of expected. It was a little bit expected. Tomorrow I think it's gonna be a little red, especially with Nasdaq. I think Nasdaq is gonna tank just a little bit more, and we can see the SPY also go all the way down towards like 46.50 before we continue on upwards throughout the rest of the week. All right, so just watch for that. Watch for that move. It's gonna be brief. It's not gonna take too long. Now, the first stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list. This one is for the bulls, and that stock is McDonald's, MCD. All right, MCD. And the reason why I want to share this one with all of you is because of this. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame right over here, we can clearly see that there is this bullish pennant that broke out, and it's quite clean, very clean. It broke out this morning. It pulled back a little bit. It would be interesting to see exactly how it opens in the morning. McDonald's tend to follow the Dow. Right now the Dow is positive, even though, and Nasdaq is currently like down by negative 0.21%. So there might be a little bit of a rotation where we can see the Dow stocks gonna rise and then money just flow out of the tech stocks. And if that happens, then I can expect McDonald's to open up at 254 and immediately run towards 257 tomorrow, and then slowly make its way all the way up towards 260 later on during the week. All right, so definitely watch for that one. Definitely keep your eyes on this stock. The next stock that all of you should be keeping in your watch list, that stock is for the bears, and that one is QCOM, Qualcomm. All right, and this stock went all the way from it jumped from 120 all the way to 190 very fast, especially after earnings. They have phenomenal earnings, put out phenomenal numbers, and right now it's looking quite weak. The volume is decreasing at the bottom, and somebody could argue that, hey, what about on this side? You can see that the volume was decreasing over here and it didn't tank. Could we see another run like that? It's definitely possible, but with the way the market is looking and with the way other stocks kind of like reached their price targets and where people are taking their money off, I think that we're gonna fall. And looking at this thing from the daily time frame, you can clearly see that there is a huge amount of sellers on the chart. Comparing this right there with this gravestone doji. Again, for those of y'all who are new to charts, this is called the gravestone doji. All right, and what usually tend to happen after that is that it either opens slightly lower at like 179, and then it tanks all the way down towards 170. All right, so definitely watch for that move tomorrow. I'm not bullish on this stock, not with the way it's looking. It went up a lot and people will want to take their money off the table, so anticipate that pullback and get ready for a day trade. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Again, for those of y'all who keep dropping those stocks in the comment section of the videos, the first one that we're going to address, that stock is Ford. All right, and Ford had a phenomenal day today. It ran by $1.40 from 19 all the way up to $20.80. Now this thing right there, I think it's gonna go a little higher. Massive amount of volume. They probably had good news today. The flag on the monthly is still at play. All right, it's still on here. I talked about this before in my previous videos when it was at like $10, telling y'all to watch it for a move up to 15. Right, this flag right there is still at play and is still going. All right, this is the monthly. Keep in mind, this is the monthly chart. So where is it going to go? I think it can make its way to $23. It's not done quite yet. Maybe this month is a bit tired. I think it's not gonna move much from here until December starts. All right, and when December starts, we might see one last push towards $23. So I'm not bearish on this one at all. I'm not bearish. The next one that we're going to talk about in this video, that stock is CLF. And in regards to CLF, this one is showing a pattern on the 4-hour time frame, and the pattern is right here. The only issue that I have with it, like it looked quite good on Friday. It definitely did, provided some money to be made today. And right now, there's some wicks at the top, right there, just a bunch of sellers, which to me indicates that it might just consolidate sideways for like 2 days, maybe 3 days, until it makes a run. All right, so just watch for some movement over here before it eventually pops out of there and heads towards $24, and then eventually later heads towards $25. Short term, I'm neutral. Long term, I'm definitely very bullish. And if you check out the daily time frame, it's looking quite good. It's looking quite good. Every time it gets down to these levels, it tends to have a nice rebound. Again, over here, it tried to make a rebound, went sideways a little bit longer before making that move. And I wouldn't doubt that this time will be anything different. I think it's gonna happen the same way again, where we go sideways and then we move up to $24. So that's my very honest opinion on CLF. And this also applies to all of the companies that are in this sector, the steel companies like NUE, which had a phenomenal day today, and also X, which also had a phenomenal day today, and I think they will continue. So definitely watch that sector as well for long. All right, now the next one that we're going to address in this video, I actually talked about this stock yesterday when I was giving that little explanation about how to make like $100 a day. For those of y'all who didn't watch that video, I'm gonna pin that somewhere over here. All right, now I explained in that video the bullish pennant and the potential that it can provide, especially for day traders and for swing traders. And right now, Apple is showing a massive inverted hammer at the top, with a lot of shorts over here between 165 and 161. All right, and again, I told y'all earlier in this video that I am kind of bearish on tech stock specifically. Therefore, I do think that we're going to go all the way down towards like 157 before we consolidate some more, and then eventually try to retest and go all the way up towards like 170. It's going to take a while. Like I do not expect Apple to open up here and then immediately run like that. I do not expect that at all. So just keep that in mind. All right, just keep that in mind. And there is some opportunities obviously for some shorts. Again, if you have shorts, just watch for the drop to 157 to cover on Apple. Now, the last stock that we're going to address in this video, that stock is DOCU. All right, and in regards to DOCU got hit today. Right now, it's in a danger zone. It's in a dangerous spot. It has earnings coming up within the next few days on the 2nd of October, right? And now that and also I told you that I'm bearish on tech, so it might go a little bit lower towards 240. I think this level of supports is not going to hold for very long. Like it's gonna drop a little bit to 240, and then it's gonna try to bounce through earnings, and then I think earnings is gonna bring the stock lower towards 220. I honestly think so. There's a lot of like room over here. And there's also this gap right there that should be worrying you, especially if you want to buy YOLO calls thinking that this thing is going to shoot up to the moon, right? So just keep that in mind. I don't see any gaps at the top apart from the one at the bottom. And again, 90%, 90 to 95% of all gaps tend to get filled at some point in time. And I think that this earnings could be a perfect opportunity to tank the stock all the way down there. So if you're going to gamble through earnings, which I do not recommend, and I rarely ever do. I almost never do it. But if you're gonna do it, again, I'm leaning towards the bearish side for DOCU on the 2nd of December, right? And that is my very honest opinion on these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you would like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the very first link in the description of the video below. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850 right after you sign up with Webull using the 3rd link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma. We're PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, right? Enjoy the outro.